Hideo Kojima revealed the box art for PlayStation 4 exclusive Death Stranding. Blizzard officially reveals Overwatch's latest hero, and the latest patch for Fallout 76 has caused so many problems that the game is almost unplayable. What's going on, guys? This is Adam here, and I've got some more industry news for you. On July 20th at San Diego Comic-Con, Hideo Kojima hosted a panel and revealed more about Death Stranding. We got a lot of information from this panel, including details about the game's narrative, inspiration behind the gameplay mechanics, and what the box art is actually going to look like. Here we can see the box art for the standard edition, and honestly I think it's looking pretty sweet. And it's also confirmed now that the game is going to have an M rating. Kojima also revealed what the steelbook is going to look like for the special edition. This one's definitely my favorite of the two. But what do you guys think of the box art? I've been hearing a lot of people saying that it's really boring and kind of generic, and I can see like where they're coming from with this, but honestly, I think it looks awesome. It's really simplistic. It doesn't really tell us much about the game, but we don't really know anything about the game anyways. So I think it kind of fits. Blizzard officially revealed Overwatch's 31st hero last weekend. They uploaded a new origin story animation introducing Sigma, the latest tank class in the game. In the animation, we learn that Sigma is a scientist, and he's trying to understand more about the science behind gravity and trying to harness the power of a black hole. In the animation, we're taken through a sequence of events that shows something went seriously wrong during his experiment, which led to him being hospitalized. We then see that over time he's haunted by the equations he used in his experiment and some sort of melody, I guess. At the end, Sigma is completely revealed, and he looks like he most definitely reached his goal in harnessing the power of a black hole. I'm not gonna lie, his reveals got me pretty stoked to try him out. He seems like a really interesting character, and he just looked really intimidating. It's also confirmed that Sigma is going to be part of Talon, a terrorist group comprising of Sombra, Widowmaker, Doomfist, Moira, and Reaper. Bethesda has rolled out the latest patch for Fallout 76. And from the looks of it, it's breaking the game a lot more than actually fixing things. Some of the improvements patch 11 was intending to make were improvements to power armor, a makeover for item descriptions, balances for the nuclear winter game mode, and overall creating better experiences for new players. Over on the Fallout 76 subreddit, a user shared a list of the issues that the patch caused, and it's a pretty big list. Some of the things on this list are serious problems, like purchased items in the atomic shop being completely unusable, and legendary items dropping at a drastically lower rate. Enemies are being tagged as legendary enemies when they aren't, and legendary enemies just aren't spawning as much. There's a lot of issues with enemies not registering any damage from high damage and high fire rate weapons, as well as critical bonuses from sneak attacks. So yeah, some of the improvements that they're trying to make has honestly caused way more problems to what they were actually trying to improve. Now power armor has a lot of issues. That was one of the main things they were trying to improve. Apparently, just using power armor causes the game to crash. Logging out causes the power armor to just completely disappear. And apparently when you get out of the power armor, your head just disappears. And the list just goes on. The game crashes when you open the social media tab, when you switch weapons. It crashes when you switch weapons. And apparently there's some areas in the game that have zero floor collision. There's now a lot of problems with the UI. There's former bugs that have come back that were patched before. Some weapons heal enemies to full health, and apparently there's some areas in the world that just kill you. Like you just die, I don't know. Just instant death. This is so bad. Like when I heard about this, I expected it to be pretty bad, but my gosh, this is horrible. I actually never bought Fallout 76. When the game released in the state that it was, I wasn't interested in picking it up. And honestly, I wasn't a huge fan of Fallout 4 anyways, which Fallout 76 is a lot like Fallout 4. It's almost the same game. But apparently they've been fixing a lot. They've fixed a lot of the issues that made the game as unplayable as it was. And so I thought about picking it up when it went on a sale. But honestly, what's been going on with this patch just kind of killed it for me. This really sucks for Bethesda. And honestly, I feel bad for them sometimes. They're in a pretty tough position right now, and I'm just not sure how much more life there is left in this game. Let's just be real. They released an unfinished game. Todd Howard even admitted to that.
That project, certainly at launch, was simply just not super well received, critically, certainly. Do you have an idea of how it's going to land, or were you caught off guard by the launch of that game?
We knew we were going to have a lot of bumps. That's a difficult development. A lot of new systems and things like that. Hey, we're going to go try this new thing. And anytime you're going to do something new like that, you know you're going to have your bumps. You know that a lot of people might say that's not the game we want from you. We still want to be somebody who's trying new things. And that was a very difficult development on that game to get it where it was. And we were ready for, you know, a lot of those difficulties ended up on the screen, and we knew, hey, look, this is not the type of game that people are used to from us, and we're going to get some criticism on it.
Yeah.
And a lot of that very well-deserved criticism.
They did it to themselves, really. I hope they learned a lesson from it. I've read so many times on the internet just how nervous people are for Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6 now because of this whole mess. And it's justified. I can see why people are so nervous, but honestly, I will be so surprised if Bethesda screws those games up. If these two games don't deliver, especially Elder Scrolls 6, they're screwed. Bethesda's screwed. Well, I don't know if they're screwed, but as far as a relationship with their player base, they're screwed. And I'm positive that Bethesda is fully aware of this. They know that they need to be on top of their game for their next titles. Because of that, I'm really not that nervous. I'm expecting their games to be at that same quality as games like Fallout 3 and Skyrim and even Fallout 4. Anyways, I do hope that the game eventually becomes the game that they wanted it to be. But it's just not right now. But I do want them to succeed. I love Fallout, I love Bethesda, and I just want them to do well. But what do you guys think of the state of Fallout 76 right now? Do you think the game is going to recover from this? How long do you think it's going to be before people just stop playing this game completely? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you want to see more gaming news and reviews from me, you can subscribe to this channel to get new videos from me every week. You can also follow me on Twitter at AdamLikesGames1. Here, I'm constantly getting involved in the community and just talking about games. You can also read my reviews over at 181gaming.com. And I definitely think you should check out this website. It's an awesome place. It's full of a bunch of really underrated creators that make some awesome content. So yeah, that's where you can find all my stuff on this channel. I'll link the description to my Twitter account below, as well as 181 Gaming. Yeah, thanks again for watching the video, guys. See ya.